Hey guys, Jordan from Stropping Stones. So I'm here editing a video, and this video was supposed to be in the KME review video. However, I felt like if I added it in there, it would have been quite a bit too long, to be honest. Even as it stands right now, that KME video probably is a little too long. So, in the sake of saving some time, I decided to make it two separate videos. And this video is just me sharpening a knife on a KME, man. It's a Quiet Carry Drift, I believe, is the knife I'm sharpening on this video. And I just do a quick Venev progression. I think I used 140, 250, and stopped at F400 on the Venev stones with a Gunny Juice 3 micron strop. So, without further ado, this is me sharpening a knife on a KME. Alright, so the very first thing you want to do is clamp the knife. So you'll press on the back of this little actuator here. You'll get the knife generally where you want it in the clamp, which looks about right there. And I'm going to pinch the clamp towards the tip because the knife gets thinner towards the tip here. But I'm going to pinch the entire clamp, just putting more pressure near the tip. Then I'm going to use this wing nut here. I'm going to tighten down slowly. And then once I have a good grip, then I can let go and really just crank it down there. And now I have my knife clamped. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to get my stone in the stone carrier here. So when we put the stone in, we kind of just hold it in place and we tighten down. Now these are Venev Dog stones, so they are a little bit shorter than most KMEs that are mounted on blanks because this is a double-sided stone. So I really have to crank down on this one to make sure it stays in place. And then once it's secure, then we can go ahead and feed the stone carrier through the eye rod here. And I'm just gonna set it upside down just for a minute, and then we'll get our angle going. All right, so now we have to find our angle. So to do that, we're gonna use the Sharpie trick here. All right. Next, we're gonna get our angle cube. We're gonna go ahead and, well, we're gonna zero it on the actual base here. All right, so now we're reading 17 degrees, 17 and a half, so it's probably a little too low. This is probably gonna be around a 19 degree edge if I had to guess. All right, so this is 19 and a half. So we're gonna see what this does on one pass. I'm just gonna add a little bit of gunny shine there. So that's looking pretty spot on. So we're gonna go ahead and run with 19 and a half. Now the only other thing I wanna do is double check that on the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and get our Sharpie and just double check. Never hurts to double check. So if you see here, we're getting a little bit of flare out towards the heel. So I'm actually gonna bring my heel out just a little tad, and we will see if that helps. One moment. All right, so I am done with my first stone. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the science of the stone thickness compensator, or lack thereof, if you will. So my next stone will be this guy. Right here. So put my first stone in here, and I want to get it right up on that, ledge on the angle guide there. And I want to make sure that this ledge on the stone thickness compensator is pushed up, because it's easy to kind of angle the opposite end up. So I need to make sure that that's pushed up and secure. So that stone should have very little wiggle room, if you will. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and throw my next stone in there. And now I'm just going to adjust the eye end rod here just by undoing that little thumb nut, dropping the whole angle guide down. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my new stone in the stone carrier here. And remember, I'm going to crank it down just because these stones aren't on the KME backing plate, so it seems pretty secure. Now, when I do this, I am going to be sure to do the Sharpie test just as a method of verification that the angle does match up. Because as I said, I do not like this KME stone thickness compensator very much. I don't trust it. And if I really wanted to get crazy with it, I could have used the angle guide just to double verify everything. But we're going to go ahead and test it. And it looks like we are actually golden this time, which is great. Seems like that angle just about matched up perfectly. So we are in luck. So now I'll just run through this progression, and then by the time I'm done with the next stone, this knife should be done. We're just going to do a Alright, so I'm done with my progression. Now I'm going to go ahead and give this a nice little strop. So, took my stone out of the stone carrier. Now it's time to adjust for the thickness of the strop. So same thing, loosen the thumb nut on the angle guide. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that back down. Now the thickness should have been compensated for. Now we're just going to go ahead and throw that strop in there. Tighten that down. And now we're just going to go ahead and do some stropping. so that's it. So obviously you can see the caliber of edge that you can get on the KME is definitely excellent. This isn't even a mere polish. This is just a F400 grit with a 3 micron strop, and you can see how great that looks. So there's no doubt the KME can produce a very quality edge. It's just a matter of it takes more practice, a little bit more effort than it does on some other systems. But once you got it down, I mean, it's down. All right, so that's it on that edge. All right, guys, and that was me sharpening a knife on the KME. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's all I have for you guys today. God bless. Have a good one.